Coming up in the news, Project Polaris breaks ground, signaling a new era of healthcare in Grenada. And Grenada acquires advanced pothole patcher to boost road repairs. Details to these stories and more, plus a look at news in the region when we return.
A trip to Grenada from April 4th to the 6th, 2026. A decision you'll never regret. This isn't just any destination. It's where passion meets performance. Welcome to the 53rd Carriacou Games, hosted at the iconic Rani James Athletic Stadium in St. George's. Under the theme, Passion Drives Performance. The best of the Caribbean's junior athletes will compete in electrifying track and field competition. Organize now and be part of an experience like no other, where talent, passion, and perseverance come alive on the land of 100,000 jab. Feel the passion, celebrate the performance, and create memories that will last a lifetime in pure Grenada, the land of warmth, spirit, and unstoppable energy. Welcome to the 53rd Carriacou Games.
The journey of 1,000 miles begins with but a step. So the journey of a year begins with but a sec. 1 second is the difference between old and new. The difference between what you have done and what you have to do. 1 second is the difference between who you were and who you are going to be. The difference between a year of expectations and a year of memories. Awaiting you is a year of opportunities and new moves. Just one final second to reflect. And then we must embrace indeed. I reckon 1 second is all we need.
Welcome back with the details to the GIS news for today, Monday, March 30th, 2026. I am Abigail McIntyre. A new era of healthcare is on the horizon for Grenada, with government's flagship transformational initiative, Project Polaris, officially breaking ground on Friday. The ceremony, held at the project site in Calavini, St. George's, drew hundreds of Grenadians who gathered to witness the historic moment. The sod turning marks the start of construction of a climate-smart teaching hospital designed to improve healthcare standards, expand specialist services, and serve both citizens and visitors. Project Polaris goes beyond the construction of a hospital, aiming to create a medical city that positions Grenada as the health capital of the OECS. Project sponsor Ambassador Andrea Senbernard, who has led the initiative since its inception, outlined the next phase of development following the groundbreaking.
Construction starts now, in March 2026. And in 3 years, we expect to see you all back here to officially open the doors of the new General Hospital. Fellow Grenadians, this is just the beginning. The first phase of Project Polaris will see the construction of the new General Hospital on approximately 10 acres that we're sitting on now. The second phase will expand into the full medical city across the remaining 74 acres. The Hopevale Medical City will include staff and student accommodation, dedicated retirement residences, hotel, spa, a lifestyle and leisure hub. These are the visions that we have for the broader medical city. And I again want to extend an invitation to you all to visit even more of the site, to have a full appreciation of the opportunity that we have before us.
Prime Minister Honorable Dickon Mitchell described the project as a key pillar of his administration's Vision 7-5, acknowledging that Grenada has long been delivering modern healthcare in an outdated facility. He emphasized that the country is now moving from resilience to excellence in healthcare delivery.
The road to this sword-turning ceremony was not paved overnight. But Project Polaris, our North Star, was born from a simple, non-negotiable premise. And that premise is Grenadians deserve world-class healthcare right here at home. So we must move forward. We must modernize. And we must ensure that we expand access to care for all our citizens. And this new general hospital will do exactly that. It will provide modern, high-quality care. It will expand services, and it will ensure that more Grenadians can receive treatment right here at home. This is what intentional progress looks like. This land on which we stand today was acquired in 2023 by the government of Grenada. This government, this administration came into office in 2022. In just 1 year after we assumed office, we purchased and designated this land for the new General Hospital.
The Prime Minister added that Project Polaris will redefine healthcare operations, positioning Grenada not only as the Isle of Spice, but as the hub of medical excellence.
We are deliberate in positioning Project Polaris and Grenada as a titan for healthcare in the OECS. We are signaling to the region that the Spice Isle is becoming and will become a hub for medical excellence, a destination for health tourism, and a sanctuary for specialized care that will draw eyes and investment from across the globe. So our invitation to the world, to our local private sector, to our diaspora, and to our international friends. Project Polaris is the beginning of an open door. We invite you to partner with us in technology, in research, and in service delivery.
Meanwhile, efforts continue to improve services at the current General Hospital. Minister for Health, the Honorable Philip Telesford, highlighted ongoing upgrades at health centers across Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique.
We have already renovated those at Windward, Dover, Leicester, and Mount Pleasant in Carriacou. We have already renovated Mount Rich Medical Station in St. Patrick. We have already renovated the center at Melville Street, St. George's. And as we speak, during the month of April, we will begin work at the following centers: Grand Roy Medical Station, Woburn Medical Station, and the Petite Martinique facility, ladies and gentlemen, is expected to complete by June of this year. Contracts have already been awarded for the works at Surtees and Grand Bras. St. David's is next. We expect work to begin during the month of April on both Surtees. As a matter of fact, Surtees has already started, but Grand Bras we expect to begin during the month of April. Ladies and gentlemen, your Ministry of Health has installed asthma bays at St. David Health Center and the Guave Polyclinic. What are we saying? We are ensuring that people with this condition no longer have to travel to St. George's for care, but they can be serviced both on the eastern and western corridors. Not only that, Our aim is to ensure that we have asthma bays throughout every single parish, in every health center throughout the state of Grenada.
Scores of Grenadians turned out for the groundbreaking ceremony of Project Polaris, marking their presence at what many described as a historic moment for the country's healthcare sector. Following the ceremony, GIS News spoke with several attendees to get their reactions and hear what the project means to them.
I feel 100%. And to be honest, our Prime Minister, he have his head right and he know what he's doing. And he love his people and he doing the best for our health system. And that will take us very far in years to come from my grandchildren, my great-grand, and others behind. So I find this project is a perfect one in years to come.
I think it's going to be good for Grenada on a whole, bringing out a wide range of technology and also just modern medicine. It's going to be something to revolutionize, and hopefully we could implement blockchain technology somehow in that. I have a few ideas, so I think it's going to be good for Grenada on a whole.
I'm just beyond proud right now. This is big. All you know, I back and forth New York, Grenada, and I'll be speaking to people from abroad. And you see this, especially for the retirees and who people want to move back, they're always concerned about the health part of it. So they end up staying. You see a lot of empty houses because they still remain. But this right now is going to make them be a part and feel a part again and feel like they can come and this is real. This I'm proud of this. I'm happy for this. My heart in this. So big things for Grenada, big things.
Well, this groundbreaking ceremony is a strong step forward in improving Grenada's healthcare system, because over the years we have been complaining about the lack of proper medical services here in Grenada. So this major project being undertaken by the government, it reflects their commitment to improving the quality and the access to medical care.
There was also a strong turnout from the business community, with stakeholders sharing their perspectives on the project's impact. CEO of the Planning and Development Authority, Alan Gilbert, noted that his organization will play a critical role in ensuring that all building standards and codes are strictly followed.
We also approve major developments in Grenada, and so we are going to be having our own dialogue with the leadership of the administration to ensure that we assist them in making sure the approval process is as flawless as possible. I feel ecstatic to be part of this. I think it's a great initiative. I think we're at a juncture where Grenadians deserve more in terms of health care, and this project is geared towards doing just that.
Real estate expert and sales manager at Real Property Grenada, Devon Matthew, highlighted the potential impact on the real estate sector, revealing a noticeable increase in interest in lands within the surrounding St. David's area since the project was announced.
St. David's is the Virgin Parish, so with that development, you will see a lot of persons acquiring lands. So what will happen now, you get more development in the area, and this is one of the largest available land masses close to St. George's. So it's really a good development for the area. In fact, since its launch, we have persons inquiring, they want additional land space, commercial, residential, so it's a really positive for the area. I think it is good. we have always been complaining about the health problem in Grenada, so I think it's a very positive move. And the fact that we have international partners part of the project, I think it's amazing, it's amazing.
The ceremony also attracted members of the Grenadian diaspora, many of whom expressed excitement about the project's potential to transform healthcare services back home.
Anything to benefit Grenadians, I will support it 100%. So just the thought about having a new hospital, I think it will benefit all of us, especially knowing that I just finished building my house so that I can return home for my retirement. And I go to Mount Sinai Hospital. My doctors are at Mount Sinai Hospital. I was an employee of Mount Sinai Hospital. So I know this care that we're going to collaborate will be beneficial for the people of Grenada, Carriacou and Petit Martin.
It's very futuristic for the future development of our Caribbean islands, we're leading the way once more. Grenada was always at the hem of it. I remember the days when my father said people used to leave the other islands and come to school here in Grenada because we was leading. And I think that's a good step. And I'm a farmer, and I want to be able to produce food for this hospital to feed the nation.
For me, this is a very emotional time for me. My mother passed away 12 years ago. She was a psychiatric nurse by profession, and for me, I carry on that legacy. I'm also in the clinical world as a mental health clinician. And for me, this has to be the most emotional moment of my entire life. I never thought that I'd see this today. So this is, I think, a very proud moment for me to be here. So when I travel and I come back, I can honestly say I'm going to stay here and get the best care because it's going to be delivered for me today. It's an amazing opportunity, and everybody should get on board who's not on board, contribute financially, physically, anything you can do to participate, please do so.
And staying on more health news, the government of Grenada and Restoring Vision on Friday signed a memorandum of understanding signaling the launch of a program that will distribute up to 50,000 eyeglasses to Grenadians. Chief Global Affairs Officer for Restoring Vision, Keisha Maguire, says the agreement reflects a shared commitment to advancing the health and well-being of Grenadians.
Through this partnership, and as outlined in today's agreement, we will work together with the government of Grenada to integrate vision screening and eyeglass distribution into Grenada's public health system, reaching communities across the islands and delivering up to 50,000 pairs of eyeglasses over the next year. We take a holistic approach in this Prime Ministerial Vision Initiative. It crosses over not just the donation of these eyeglasses, but also capacity building, technical expertise in terms of data collection.
The program targets citizens over the age of 35 who suffer from presbyopia, a natural age-related eye condition that is corrective through glasses. Ophthalmologist at the General Hospital, Dr. Atania Julian, says the goal is to eliminate avoidable near vision impairment.
So the simple pair of reading glasses, based on your age range, a guide is provided, and with that, provided a general screening as well for the persons. So once the issue has been identified that is only presbyopia which is affecting, then it is easily corrected. So it impacts each person tremendously. You are able to now see an image clearer, sharper borders.
The new partnership is the vision of Prime Minister, the Honorable Dickon Mitchell, who believes clearer vision is the right of every citizen.
To make someone enjoy the simpler things in life, to make someone safer. And so, although it may be a simple corrective process of our glasses, we understand, and I think every day, the fact that you screen 50 who don't have one, that it's something that is widespread. And we have an opportunity now, I hope, to perhaps be the first country in the OECS, hopefully to be able to say we are correcting nationally, and I hope we can impact every single person who suffers from this defect so that they have corrective vision at least on this. And if we're able to achieve this, then I think it's a national goal worthy of celebrating and worthy of applauding. And so
the program will be spearheaded by the Ministry of Health and will be rolled out as a 12-month pilot program throughout the island. Health Minister, the Honourable Philip Tellisford, sees this as a critical step as government strives to build a resilient, responsive health sector.
As we sign this Memorandum of Understanding, we reaffirm our commitment to collaboration with our partners locally, regionally, and internationally to deliver a higher standard of care to the people of Grenada, Carriacou, and PT Martinique. I look forward to the successful implementation of this pilot and to lasting impact it will have on the lives of our citizens.
Restoring Vision has served over 150 countries, providing screenings and over 40 million free eyeglasses. The government of Grenada has taken a major step toward improving road maintenance with the acquisition of a new pothole patcher aimed at increasing efficiency within the Ministry of Infrastructure Development. Keys to the Bergkamp FP5 Flamist pothole patcher were officially handed over to Prime Minister and Minister for Infrastructural Development, the Honorable Dickon Mitchell, on Friday. The acquisition makes Grenada one of only 3 islands in the Caribbean to own this advanced piece of equipment. The machine is designed to repair potholes quickly and efficiently by heating and reusing existing road material, allowing for longer lasting and more durable road surfaces. Director of the NSG Export Limited, Lisa Carrillo, who sourced and supplied the machine, described it as one of the most advanced pothole patching technologies available globally.
What you're receiving today is not simply a piece of machinery. It is a Bergkamp FP5 Flamist pothole patcher, the most advanced pothole patching technology available in the world today, now here in Grenada for the very first time. NSG has been a partner to the Caribbean Ministries of Infrastructure for more than 2 decades. In that time, we have supplied road maintenance equipment across the region. And when I say partner, I mean it in the truest sense. We don't hand over a machine and walk away. We are here for the long term and a prosperous relationship. The Bergkamp TP4, the predecessor to this FP5, was supplied by NSG to the Ministry of Infrastructure in St. Lucia many years ago. That machine ran for over 20 years, well beyond its designed useful life of 15. It has only recently been retired. That is the standard we hold ourselves to, and it is the standard this FP5 was built to meet and exceed.
The pothole patcher uses electrical heating instead of open flames, making it safer for work crews. Technicians from NSG Export Limited will also provide training to ensure proper operation and maintenance of the equipment. Prime Minister Mitchell noted that he first learned about the company during a visit to St. Lucia and subsequently engaged them to bring the state-of-the-art machine to Grenada. He emphasized that the investment is a critical step in modernizing the country's road maintenance systems.
When I joined the ministry, I recognized that it is easy to complain and ask why things are the way they are, but if we are not prepared to fix it, if we are not prepared to find the solutions, then we're just as guilty as those who make it the way they are. So I committed to the team that we would in fact ensure that we put them in a place where they could begin to address road maintenance in a more systematic, in a more efficient, and particularly of importance, ensuring that when the road is repaired, it is repaired to a high quality. I think that is what the public expects of us, that is what they deserve, and we have to demonstrate to the public that we are prepared to make the investments, not just in equipment, because you heard about the training, you heard about the maintenance. I think those are the critical pieces to make sure that we are successful in this venture.
The number of purebred piglets recorded by the Livestock Division of the Ministry of Agriculture, Lands and Forestry now stands at 90 and counting. The purebred breeding program, a component under the World Bank Food Security Enhancement Project, implemented by the Ministry of Agriculture last year, partners with livestock farmers for boosting genetic stock and meat production of pigs, goats, and sheep. An additional 6 farmers have recently been added to the list of beneficiaries. We get details in this report by Betty and Lazarus.
The Veterinary and Livestock Division of the Ministry of Agriculture, Lands and Forestry is reporting significant progress in its drive to boost the quality and quantity of meat and other products among livestock farmers throughout the island. The PR team caught up with veterinary officers on Monday during their routine visit to farmers who have received purebred pigs under the World Bank Food Security Enhancement Project. Field Officer for the Improved Breeding Program, Genevieve Charles, was happy to inform that to date, the number of piglets as a direct result of the breeding program now stands at 90.
With the breeding program, we have been going out, assessing the farmers, doing the the livestock breeding application for farmers interested. With that process now, you can apply through the Facebook application portal, or we can also reach out and express your interest, and I can personally come out and do the application process with you. Right now, we've done a pre-selection, and so far we have about 6 farmers that we think are suitable candidates for collection of the boars. So with the process, we are now looking out for anyone that is interested. If you have boars, if you have bucks and rams, as long as you have the land space, you have the infrastructure, it needs some upgrading. Even if you're a new farmer as well, we're willing to work with you. Just call any district closest to you and we will assist.
During Monday's visit to farmers in St. David, Dr. Celine Hostin described the value of services offered to farmers by the livestock team.
Currently, we have our breeding stock at Semirabo, and part of being a veterinarian at the Vet and Livestock Division at the ministry, my role is to provide herd health examinations to the pigs. That is looking at a percentage of the current pigs at Semirabo to look at things for lice, limping, just general abnormalities that the pigs may have, and also treating them and getting a general picture of all of the health conditions that are occurring on the farm. Right. Also, with our partner in pig farmers, we also do bi-weekly check-ins with the farmers. Also, if they have any concerns for the pigs, if they find any abnormalities with the pigs, they normally report it to us so that we can make a visit and do the necessary treatments and so on.
Veterinary officers continue their identification drive and facility upgrade with a number of farmers, including livestock farmers in Carriacou and Petite Martinique. This phase will then pave the way for a rapid increase in beneficiaries under the project.
Thank you, Betty Ann. And that story takes us to our first break. Stay with us.
A trip to Grenada from April 4th to the 6th, 2026. A decision you'll never regret. This isn't just any destination. It's where passion meets performance. Welcome to the 53rd Carifta Games, hosted at the iconic Kirani James Athletic Stadium in St. George's. Under the theme, Passion Drives Performance. The best of the Caribbean's junior athletes will compete in electrifying track and field competition. Organize now and be part of an experience like no other, where talent, passion, and perseverance come alive on the land of 100,000 Jab Jab. Feel the passion, celebrate the performance, and create memories that will last a lifetime in pure Grenada, the land of warmth, spirit, and unstoppable energy. Welcome to the 53rd Carifta Games.
Back. Staff at the Met Office recently hosted a series of open house visits, giving members of the public a first-hand look at their work and the instruments used to monitor weather conditions. The initiative formed part of activities marking World Meteorological Day, observed annually on March 23rd. While the office typically engages communities through outreach activities, this year the focus shifted to guided tours of the facility. GIS News joined one of the tours and spoke with forecaster Cassia Johnson, who highlighted the importance of the initiative and the opportunity to educate the public.
So this year we decided as a team that we should open up our doors for the public to come and see. Schools would normally come to visit, but adults rarely come. They never come, only if they come in with their children during the school, or the teachers would come and they would see what we do in here. So we decided to open up to the general public for everybody to be able to come and see what we do and appreciate what we do here at the Met Office. It's not just about giving the forecast, but we do a lot of different things in the office. We do tsunami and earthquake monitoring here. We have climatologists on duty that will do data requests for insurance purposes or for big projects, government projects, or somebody that just wants to know what is the weather conditions, what's the climate in their area. So we have many different roles in the office, instrument technicians that would go out in the field and maintain and put up our automatic weather stations. We have the forecasters, and we have a lot of different projects that we have in the office. So we thought it was important to share with people the different projects that we have going on and the things that we are looking forward to doing in the future.
During the tour, visitors were also introduced to a new system set to be implemented called impact-based forecasting, which aims to inform how weather updates are communicated by not only stating conditions, but also advising the public on how to respond. Forecasters Eugene Wind and Cassia Johnson explained the benefits of that system.
Nearly every product the Met Office will be issuing from now on will have that once you launch it, right? So it's like the whole of the country will need to understand this, right? Because you forecast will be based on that color code, green. I think it's easy to understand, so you put in like a color code, so it's easy to understand. But every country in the world going towards this, right? So if you go to, say, St. Vincent, you go to Japan, you go to the US, right now FEMA uses this, the UK uses this, New Zealand uses this, Australia, so this could be like an international standard for the world. So you might end up in the textbooks too in school, probably, so geography classes and stuff. Yeah, so like you say, moving away from just what the weather will be to what would impact you. What would be the impact and how to respond to it.
If you see green, no action, good weather, go about your day as normal. Yellow, be aware, so keep tuned to any messages we would issue. Orange, be prepared, so we know something is coming, so start preparing yourself if you need to batten down your house or change any galvanize or something, store water and so on, right? And red, take action if you need to evacuate from your location. If you have boats, put it in a safe bay or harbor or whatever, right? So as Mr. Wynn said, this is the direction we are moving towards.
Students were among those who participated in the tour, with 10-year-old Nathan and 11-year-old Victor sharing their excitement about the experience.
I enjoyed my experience. I enjoyed seeing the various instruments. I enjoyed going outside to see more of the instruments outside. Overall, it was a nice experience.
I loved it. I think we should do it more because a lot of people actually don't know what's actually happening in the sky.
As part of this year's observance, the Met Office is also hosting a schools instrument competition for grade 5 students across primary schools. Johnson is encouraging participation, highlighting it as an opportunity for students to showcase creativity and innovation.
So if you are a student of grade 5 or a parent or a teacher of a grade 5 from primary schools all across Grenada, we are inviting you to sign up and register and make the instruments so that you can come on down on April 30th at the Grenada Airports Authority training room to showcase your instrument and win some very attractive prizes for your school. We have projectors, we have speakers, we have a TV. So if you want to win, come on down and showcase your instruments.
And finally, in the local segment, Boca's Secondary School has successfully defended its title at the Peter Phillip Drumfest competition, securing its third consecutive win and taking home the grand prize of $5,000 and a trophy. The talented drummers, known for their ability to read music and perform across multiple percussion instruments, delivered an electrifying performance at the National Stadium, captivating patrons within the allotted time. Rakeem Julian was adjudged Best Soloist, while the school also placed second in the category of Best Display. Five-time champion St. David's Catholic Secondary School placed second overall, earning $3,000 and a trophy. The school also captured first place in the Best Display category, while Zakim Hosford and Judaiah Batiste secured third place in Best Soloist. Grenada Boys Secondary School, last year's second second-place finisher placed third this year, taking home $2,000 and a trophy. Joshua Bruno earned second place in the Best Soloist category. 6 schools participated in this year's competition. Grenville Secondary School placed 4th overall and 3rd in Best Display. MacDonald College finished 5th, while first-time participants, the St. George's Institute, placed 6th. The final 3 schools each received an appearance fee of $1,000, while individual awardees were presented with trophies. The Peter Phillip Drumfest competition is organized by the Division of Culture within the Ministry of Tourism, the Creative Economy and Culture. And that's a wrap for the local segment. We'll have a look at what's happening in the region when we come back.
The journey of 1,000 miles begins with but a step. So the journey of a year begins with but a sec. 1 second is the difference between old and new. The difference between what you have done and what you have to do. 1 second is the difference between who you were and who you are going to be. The difference between a year of expectations and a year of memories. Awaiting you is a year of opportunities and new moves. Just 1 final second to reflect. And then we must embrace indeed. I reckon 1 second is all we need.
Okay. Welcome back. People across the Eastern Caribbean tuned in with quiet anticipation as the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank, ECCB, unveiled its new strategic plan for 2026 to 2031. More than a policy document, it was presented as a bold vision for the future under the theme, The Big Push, Collective Action for Shared Prosperity in the ECCU. Governor Timothy N.J. Antwine introduced the Big Push as a powerful call to action, challenging governments, businesses, and citizens to work together to double the region's economy within 10 years, while encouraging individuals to build their own wealth and strengthen their communities. As the presentation concluded with a live demonstration and media questions, the message was clear. This plan belonged to everyone. Across the region, a shared sense of possibility emerged rooted in one simple idea: progress would come through collective effort. Also from the region, CARICOM Chairman and Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis, Dr. Terence Drew, is calling for bold action-oriented engagement to strengthen ties between Africa and the Caribbean. Speaking at the inaugural Afro-Caribbean Investment Summit, he emphasized the need for deliberate action and strategic collaboration to transform historical connections into real opportunities. Addressing the theme, Caribbean Perspectives on Unity and Prosperity, Dr. Drew highlighted the importance of visionary leadership, noting that while deeper Africa-Caribbean relations may not always be immediately understood, they are critical for long-term development and global positioning. The week-long summit aims to foster economic partnerships, establish a transatlantic trade corridor, and advance the Reverse Middle Passage initiative, reconnecting regions through trade, investment, and shared progress. Now that story takes us to the end for the GIS news for today, Monday, March 30th, 2026. To recap the top stories, Project Polaris breaks ground, signaling a new era of healthcare in Grenada. And Grenada acquires advanced pothole patcher to boost road repairs. On behalf of the entire news and production team here at the Government Information Service, I am Abigail McIntyre. Thank you for joining us.